Good morning and welcome to Sweetwater Wetlands Park near Gainesville, Florida. We're back again, and if you'll notice here, guess what I have back? I've got my Sony back, so that's going to be good. So far it's working fine. I'll do an update on that at some point, but just wanted to say hi to you guys, and we're going to see what we can see here today. It's not too long after sunrise. We're probably about 7:30 in the morning, so sun's only been up for a while, but it's going to be hot today. It's August in Florida, so it's going to be a scorcher. This is the first time I've actually been here when we had this much blue sky. It's always been overcast. The last time I was here was overcast the entire time. We got in last night about sunset. If you hear that noise in the background, I mentioned in the first video that the limpkins made a lot of noise and had great lungs. That was a limpkin calling in the background, and you can hear them for a long ways off. I also told you about the lotus flowers, and if I kind of scoot around here, you can probably see in the background this whole bank over here is kind of basically made up of lotus flowers. There's a lot of flowers out there. One thing about lotus flowers and also water lilies that you might want to know is that if you come in the afternoon late, you're not going to find them open. The water lilies and the lotus close up at night. And they start doing it about a couple of hours before dark. I got here last night about 6:30, a couple of hours before dark, and most all of them are already closed. So you need to get them in the morning or when the sun lights out and when there's good light. So anyway, let me see what I can find here today, and we'll get back to you later. Thanks. This baby common gallinule was really cute sitting on top of this lotus pad. A limpkin in the morning light is really very beautiful. He also has a friend that's coming up, you can see on the lower right, an adult common gallinule. The landscapes up there this trip were spectacular. The skies were very, very pretty, and I've got several landscape pictures in this video. And again, you can see some of the lotuses. If you look all the way through the back, you can see lotus back as far as you can see. This snowy egret has an odd way of fishing. First he comes to a screeching halt and kind of skids across the top of this lotus pad. Then he starts going again, and he's picking up fish one at a time as he's flying along. You'll see him just go down and get a beak right there, and again, he just keeps snatching fish as he flies over them. Then he kind of flies over to the curb, slows down a little bit, and then he kicks off again. That's how I go walking around out there, lugging this tripod and camera and all around, along with the vlogging camera and a bit of everything else on. I actually have a belt that it all goes on. These are beautiful lotus flowers. This is the center of a lotus flower, and the centerpiece you see is part of the big black seed that you'll see. And if I see one again, I'll tell you which one I'm talking about. Yeah, these are a whole canal full, basically, of lotus blossoms with backlight. Now the landscape shot. Again, you can see out on the fringe, lots and lots of lotus flowers. This is one of the boardwalks that you first come to as you get in. The clouds, as I said, were just beautiful. This was sunset the first day we got there. Thought these common gallinules underneath the lotus pad were kind of cute. And there's the whole family, mom and two babes. This alligator was, I thought I was going to see a kind of a breakfast for him here. If you'll watch, he eyes that common gallinule on the right side, and then as he goes under, he's facing him. I fully expected him to kind of come flying up through there just in a charge and grab that juvenile common gallinule. But the other one on the left side, I think, saw him coming and takes off running, as you'll see here in a second. Right there. And he kind of scares the other one, and he kind of runs away too. And I think that distracted the alligator enough that he didn't go after him. This is a real hospitable place. Even the rest areas have guests to greet you. I thought it was awfully nice of this great blue heron to greet me. Another landscape. Like I said, this is a really beautiful park. And this particular day, the clouds were just spectacular. Don't often see that. And Anhinga sitting on a post out in the canal, cleaning himself up a little bit. They're funny birds. But when they're breeding plumage, they're very beautiful. Great blue heron up to his chest. If you see that canal on the left, that's where I took the backlit lotus blossoms. Some of the flowers you'll see out there. It's a female red-winged blackbird. I'm not sure what this flower is called, but if I find out, I'll put it in the bottom. And then here's kind of a whole bouquet of them. These little flowers weren't much bigger they were maybe the size of a quarter at best. This is a water hyacinth. If you look at the center, it kind of looks like a candle that's lit, like the flame and the candle itself. Very beautiful, but really a scourge in Florida. They are like a big, huge weed, but they are beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this edition of RCSP Florida, coming to you from Sweetwater Wetlands Park in Gainesville, Florida. It's a beautiful place, and I'm glad you were able to join me. I'll have another adventure coming up very soon. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. This is looking north at the south end of Paynes Prairie Preserve State Park. Absolutely beautiful. This is a very large park at 21,000 acres. Join me this fall and winter as I explore more of Sweetwater Wetlands Park and Paynes Prairie Preserve State Park. We'll be looking for wild horses and bison. Believe it or not, they're there. It should be fun.